Welcome back to the Means Report. We appreciate you staying with us. I'm excited to learn about this next thing with our next guest. She is Melissa Blue, a registered nurse and the proprietor of Blue Alchemy IV Hydration and Wellness. Nurse Blue, thanks for being with us. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let me first of all just ask you a general question. What made you interested in providing IVs to people? I think of an IV, I think of a hospital, you know, an emergency room, goodness forbid. But you're like, no, I'm going to bring this straight to the people in the private sector. How'd that start for you?
Absolutely. I am a nurse. I've been a nurse almost 30 years. I started in ICU and I went on to cardiac care. And I noticed that people were getting younger and younger having heart attacks or symptoms of them. They had the same comorbidities, things that could be mitigated with lifestyle changes. And one of the major lifestyle changes we could do is nourishment.
Yep. All right. So why don't I just drink more water? Why don't I chug some electrolytes, Gatorade, Pedialyte? Why do I have to have an IV to do that?
Well, most of us say we're going to do it, but we don't end up doing it.
Yeah.
An IV bag, 1 liter, provides equal to 2.5 gallons of water. You can get it in 30 minutes to an hour. And you can put vitamins and nutrients in.
So is this something that I should think of getting when I feel sick, or can it keep me from becoming sick? What's the best way to approach IV hydration and wellness?
Well, most people think about it when they're sick.
Yeah.
You know, when you're sick, you're willing to do anything. But what we should do is be preventative. At least once a month, get a bag of fluids and some vitamins to get ahead of it so that you're not sick as often.
What are some things that it can treat or that it can prevent? And I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her name, but my colleague, Barclay Bishop, and I were talking. She said that she and her husband both recently didn't feel great, got the IV, and just snapped right out of it. What are some things that people should think about when they might go, okay, I need an IV?
Absolutely. Well, we don't treat disease in this space.
Yeah.
We are a wellness company, so we want to help you be the CEO of your own healthcare. You know, the food that we eat is shipped from other places. So even when it gets to us, it's not the most nutrient. The soil is not the most nutrient. But we can put vitamins and nutrients in there to give you some of those things that help replace, to keep you on top of, you know, the best health that you can have. A lot of times if you're tired, you're fatigued, migraine, you're going on a trip, you just got back from a trip, you've been on a plane a long time, those are some of the reasons you want to think about getting an IV.
So how do you know what to put in there? Do you sit me down and I fill out a questionnaire and you say, okay, Brad, these are your deficiencies. Here's what I would like to put in that bag.
Well, we are moving toward testing, but right now what we do is when you come in, you do have a health assessment to fill out and you go over it with the nurse practitioner and you talk about some of your symptoms. And we use that to figure out what we're going to put in your bag.
Your nursing career speaks for itself, but I want to emphasize to our viewers the fact that you're surrounded by medical professionals when you go into your business, right? Tell me about that.
Well, we do have on site, there's always a registered nurse, and we have access to nurse practitioners. Most of the time there is a nurse practitioner in the office. Sometimes if we're doing very simple things, there isn't. But we also have a physician that is part of our staff that goes over our protocols and makes sure we're the safest we could be.
Are you good at finding veins?
Absolutely.
All right, sometimes it's hard.
Absolutely. I have a 97 stick rate, and that's because I do cheat. I have an ultrasound.
Do you really? And that helps the vein, that
Absolutely.
helps you see it?
I can see exactly where it is.
How much does this cost? Is it super expensive? Maybe make people feel more comfortable about that.
Just to get a bag of fluids, sometimes you go to the doctor's office and he says, go to the ER and get a bag of fluids. But that's going to entail a few hours. A lot more money.
It is, yeah.
But it varies from $125 to we have supplements like NAD that cost a bit more, up to $600.
I've seen IV people at golf tournaments. Do y'all do special events? And I think the thinking there is perhaps if a golfer wakes up feeling sluggish from the night before, you can kind of help them hit the reset button. Do y'all do that, or do we need to come to Blue Alchemy?
Right now, you need to come to Blue Alchemy, but however, during the Masters, we were able to go to some of the hospitality homes and take care of some people.
How quickly do you feel results? Because as I mentioned with Barclay, she said they felt better from a sickness that they had right away. Is it pretty instantaneous?
Yes. Once the vitamins hit your veins, you usually taste it. And that shows you that it's working right
Really?
away. Yes.
What's it taste like?
It tastes like Flintstone vitamins.
I love those things. Yeah, my mom got onto me when I was little because I treated those things like candy because they did taste like candy. How long does it take the bag to drain?
Usually about 30 to 45 minutes.
And I wanted to ask you about okay, so once you get the bag and you walk out, can you go to work? Can
Yes.
you do physical activities, or does it
Yes.
kind of mess up your arm for the day?
There's no downtime. You have a bandage on that you're going to keep on for about an hour. If you're going to do some heavy lifting or using your arms a lot, I would keep it on a little bit longer, but you're free to do whatever you like.
All right, tell me about your tailgate and your block party. As I mentioned during our first segment, we're recording this edition of the Means Report in early October, October 2nd. And next month, November 8th,
Absolutely.
I think. Tell me about that big event and what people can expect.
Absolutely. We're right across the street from Lady A. And we're going to utilize some of the people that are in our area, in our parking lot, to come and just kind of have a wellness conversation with our community. There will be other vendors there talking about, how you can sleep better, how you can eat better. We'll talk more about IV vitamin therapy, massages, facials. We want you to be well from the inside.
Yeah. Will you have IVs there?
Absolutely.
So how does it make you feel I don't know you're in the healing business, but how does it make you feel when someone walks in Blue Alchemy and they're not feeling 100%, they're not at their best, and then pretty much when they walk out, you've seen that transformation? What are your feelings when that happens?
I thank God for it.
Yeah.
I believe God gave me this purpose. And when I can have a person almost crawling in and walk out feeling better, and they text me or call me and say, Melissa, thank you so much. And I thank God every time.
Do you miss the day-to-day rigors of being an RN, clocking in and clocking out, working those insane hours that y'all work? Do you miss the old job?
I was a cardiac cath nurse for 14 years. And before that, I was an ICU nurse. As a cardiac cath nurse, I instantly helped save people's lives.
I can't imagine.
So that was very rewarding. And I did love it, but I'm getting older and there's a lot of, stress that goes with it. So I can hopefully help prevent them from getting there.
I know this is kind of off topic, but how are we doing in the nursing field? I've had people here from Augusta University, from MCG, and they have said we need nurses. The interest level isn't perhaps what it was a few decades ago. What are you seeing out there in the medical field? Do people want to be nurses anymore?
Yes.
Good.
There are many people that do want to be nurses, and we do need them. That's something you can't outsource. So we're going to always have to know how to take care of our bodies, and nurses are needed.
What do you think the future holds for IV and hydration therapy? Can there be a day perhaps when we put something more than vitamins in that bag? Oxygen? Who knows?
Absolutely.
I don't want to, and again, I don't want to talk out of turn. It's not my field, but can we make even more advances, you think?
Absolutely. I just went to a conference this last weekend, actually, and there's so much coming down the pipe that we can put in IVs. Yes, oxygen as well. There's something called ozone therapy that hyper-oxygenates your whole system.
Really? And the oxygen is in the bag?
It's you have to put the blood in the bag.
Okay.
Mix it with ozone, and then you put the blood back in the body.
Kind of like donating plasma.
Almost.
I remember doing that in college.
But you take it back.
Right. They put the blood back in you.
Yes.
Well, that's fascinating. And I hope that your business thrives, and I hope that you do well. You offer a fascinating range of services, and I hope people will hit you up. So the best way to do is just call Blue Alchemy.
Absolutely.
Set up an appointment.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. We've been in business 3 years.
Yeah.
And we're growing. So.
Well, congratulations. Did
Thank
I
you.
miss anything that you were hoping to spotlight that I skipped over?
You are so good. You covered it all.
No, I told you it's like the fastest 10 minutes in the world, isn't it?
Yes. It's gone?
It's gone.
Oh.
It's sad. I mean, it's like we could sit here and kind of hang for 30 more seconds, but it's
Okay.
pretty much over. Nurse Blue, you killed it.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate
did.
it.
I appreciate you. Melissa Blue with Blue Alchemy IV and Hydration. Look them up and find out more about what we talked about today. Melissa Blue, how you can help shape future editions of the Means Report. It is easy. We will show you
up and find
in
out
just
more.
a moment. Okay. When we come back.